Scholars, if you ever wanted a reason to know why people shit on Bungie, why people are so negative, and why people don't trust this shitty company, let's introduce subject number 3,450,000, whatever, made up number. Let's read it. Marathon Alpha, released recently in its environments, are covered with assets lifted from poster designs I made in 2017. Damn. It is funny. We're getting to a point where if you were to say, I could get $1 for every time Bungie has stolen assets from artists for their games, you'd almost have enough for a 12-pack of Mountain Dew. And I'm not even joking. I use Grok for this, but in 2021, the Witch Queen trailer, they used fan art of Ziva Wrath in the trailer without credits. They finally gave credit, and after the mistake was noticed. Isn't that funny? 2023, it was Season of the Deep. Destiny 2 cutscene. Used near identical fan art and cutscene. Apologized and compensated artist. 2024, just last year, the final shape, the 10-year anniversary. Destiny 2 Aces Space Nerf gun. Copy designed for Nerf replica, identical patterns. Contact to compensate and credit. And now it's 2024. They're doing it for Marathon, baby. Bungie, game company of the fucking year. I'm sorry. At some point, multiple dots, you could say, oops, are bad. But now there's so many points on the line that you should expect that Bungie is intentionally stealing art or using AI. Or both. It is insane that we've got a timeline now of when Bungie stole art for their own product. So we have Into, completely overwhelmed by the response. Thank you so much for the support, especially to those who have donated. It helps enormously. Apparently this artist is struggling, right? Insane fake quote. The Marathon Alpha recently. Let's see what they have to say. I didn't see any of the responses. Bungie is, of course, not obligated to hire me when making a game that draws overwhelmingly from the same design language I have refined for the last decade, but clearly my artwork was good enough to pillage for ideas and plaster all over the game without paying or attribution. I don't have the resources nor the energy to spare to pursue this legally, but I have lost count of the number of times a major company has deemed it easier to pay a designer to imitate or steal my work than write me an email. In 10 years, I've never made a consistent income from this work, and I am tired of designers from huge companies mood boarding and parasiting my designs while I struggle to make a living. I see that Joseph Cross also follows you. Is there any insight you can give about the connection? He's followed me for a few years, and a few others from Bungie never had any communication. That is worrying indeed. I saw that Joseph also posted recently working with agency Kerpa Hosk, and some of those designs resemble what you have listed. Have those people reached out to you? Can you send an example of those that resemble so I can match the ones you mean? And here you go. You've got... It is funny. So people from Bungie, like Joseph Cross, who's one of the big wigs, is following this person. Yeah, not sus at all. Yeah, here's more patterns from, what was this? 2017. Damn. Wait, no shot. Holy. All right. Well, and so we have, it's funny. New Marathon looks like someone scrolled down Behance and Pinterest for 20 minutes and just saved everything they saw. Well, that apparently is what they did. Oh, no. Saint, this could very well be the end of for Marathon before it even begins. I don't think people actually realize how bad this is for a company with an already horrible reputation. This really fucking sucks because the art style wasn't the entire reason I wanted to play the game. Classic Bungie move. With the trust us, This game has good stuff coming. Attitude I saw from the mediocre feedback wouldn't surprise me. Sony has to be looking for an out of their poor investment decision, and it wouldn't blame them for jumping at this. I don't like playing overly negative, but with so much negative feedback, blatant player disregard, and being so out of touch with their own community, I think Bungie bankruptcy could very well happen. I do too. Let's see. We'll get. We have every day something else happens that makes me lose more and more faith in modern design industry. The hiring of artists who actually create instead of copy and steal. Words can't even begin to describe how horrible disappointed I am. Never seen a company so consistently get caught ripping people's artwork. Bungie is on a historic run of theft. Again, here's the proof in the pudding. Before people are like, oh, they didn't. We have evidence. We have them caught in 4K. For some people who recorded in 4K, that's actually true for the cutscenes. Bungie, a multi-billion-dollar company stealing art from an independent artist who can barely make ends meet, is just sad. I love Marathon's art style, and this has been bitter for me. Oof. This is just genuinely pathetic. Completely unacceptable. No longer harboring interest in supporting this game in any shape or form. This is beyond lazy and utterly tragic that any company considers this acceptable practices. We'll get to that in a minute. Tizzle. This thread is wild. Bungie fucked up. I also feel really bad for these incredible artists. So let's see what this thread has to say. 1. Dear Bungie, the Marathon graphic designer lovers, it is time for me to burn some bridges because thanks to the name, daily posters stolen and put as textures in game and many other assets you have created, the anti-real the game. Joseph Cross is bold and blatant in his art theft, as if no one is going to say anything about this. This one is another Fern's anti-real poster making big portions of actual ASC2 in the game menus and briefings. How do we know that this is a poster stolen from? Well, you can just take a look. We got screenshots sent by people who had an alpha game, and if you really need proof, Bungie should educate Joseph Croft when you're stealing someone's posters. Make sure to erase name from the texture. Left an asset spread throughout the game on various elements. Right post name anti-real daily series from anti-real 2000 and no! Holy shit! It's there! Holy fuck! Dude, they didn't even they didn't even bother. How are you so fucking lazy? You didn't even bother erase it completely. No shot. It's like it's like, hey, can I steal your homework? But you say it so fucking loud the teacher notices. Hey, can I use your homework? Thanks. What do I have to say? The above posters are from Fern and Anti-Real, but since I was a member of Anti-Real 2, there was collab posters, even shorts, franchise art direction. Marathon Joseph seems to enjoy the video dives on a wider level too. I'm not going to watch all this. I'm going to take what they say for truth. I do not need to name names on assets to assume that we have stalked insanely by Joseph Cross for a long time. Nomad's Revenge. I will close this. This existed for years. No one in the game industry or film hired anyone. Anti-Real became a pin interest for these corporate games to claim our hard work as their own, to earn quick money and settle small collaterals. Disgusting. I remember two things. Joseph and a few other members of Marathon was following Anti-Real on Twitter, and that the Marathon is going to release an art book. Can we at least call the artwork Anti-Real artwork? So you can start speculating if this was from stock files or generated. The guy followed Anti-Real. Social following equals graphic awareness. You be the judge. I really hope these are just placeholders for the alpha. Yeah, I guess so. The original designers can now print placeholder money in wallets for when the real money comes. This is so dishonest. At least give the artist some heads up. Jesus. And if they're placeholders, they should have added a disclaimer that it's not final art. No, fuck that shit. You shouldn't be using anyone's work for placeholders. Let's not give them a pass. Well, it was a placeholder. Fuck you. Fuck you. Again, don't eat shit from a $3 billion company. They could use I literally play Gmod and placeholders are fucking pink text boxes. You don't need to use someone's work as a placeholder. Fuck you. You can use any assets, even from a Destiny asset, if you want to do that. But fuck you. It's some scummy ass shit. Do not try to give Bungie an out. Like, and let's not do that. Fuck that. I'm pissed off for these people. Dude, this post is word scrambled. Bungie be thieving and using assets from other artists in their game. At least pay a cut. Damn. This is actually damning to them. Like, I think they fucked hard. They literally fucked hard, but not in a good way. Like, they usually reverse, slap the ass on the community. They're going to get their ass. And I hope that people are willing to fund these people and take them to court. I think they should be fucking sued. It is time to sue these shit assholes and make them regret being lazy, sleazy scumbags. Fuck Bungie. It's time to eat shit. Come on, man. I hid loss in my design 6 years ago and nobody caught on. June 2024. No way Marathon has the loss meme. I mean, we have too many dots on the graph to not make a correlation, a fine correlation. Like, correlation doesn't always mean causation, but in this case, I think there's enough dots to say, yeah, they're fucking doing something. Yeah, I just don't know if I feel comfortable buying Marathon anymore, man. So much of this aesthetic is blatantly stolen from a struggling artist, and I feel kind of ashamed for even expressing love for it in the first place. This is extremely fucked up on all levels. Bungie's facing backlash after, dude, this is someone that plays Halo. The gaming community is now seeing this. It is funny because it used to be Destiny and it was contained to Destiny, but now you have Marathon, which is a new game, which has been eyeballed. Bungie has fucked themselves. If you thought this game wasn't going to be on dead on arrival, it may actually be dead on arrival now. Bungie is facing backlash after an artist discovered their art is being used in the Marathon Alpha without their permission. Here's an example. The right image was made by this person, and the left is Marathon. They didn't even completely remove the anti-real daily series text. It's so bad, man. Oh, no. Yikes. I saw the likeness, but this is completely blatant. It makes me sad. I just come back around for being a fan of Bungie. I was hyped for Marathon. I think I'm done at this point. These guys aren't the guys that were passionate about Halo. Ridiculous, man. I knew something about the art fell off. A lot of it clashes with itself, and now I know why. Yeah, because it's pin interest. Yeah, Marathon is fucking cooked. Bungie, what the fuck? Please redirect all previous praise to Marathon's cool design to the person who actually made all of it, and don't get a lick of credit for the compensation. Damn, Bungie is fucking cooked. I think y'all need to be aware of this. It's disappointing to see this happening at least a third time for Bungie. No, this is the fourth time. I've got the receipts. This is now the fourth time. Hey, let me. This is now my new, I'm going to save this for later. I'm going to educate people. I'm here to do the Lord's work. I'm also here to cause more chaos and pain for Bungie. My existence is strictly here. I've got too many things open. Where was it? I've lost track. The pain and suffering. The pain train's gone. Oh, here we go. Nope, that's not it. Holy, there's so many tabs. I don't know how people do this. I mean, I think we all get the drift, right? I think y'all need to be aware this is disappointing. There it is. I'm an artist. Let me correct you. Correction, this is now the fourth time. I'm helping the masses. Bitch ass company. I fell in love with Marathon and art direction, and half of it is from this incredible skilled artist who got nothing. Are you fucking kidding me? No game has been more dead on arrival than Marathon. Making an Extraction here was weird, but making Apex Extraction was even weirder and like 5 years too late. And the one thing it actually has going for it, the art style and visuals, which is funny. One of the biggest things that people said, even though it was like very divisive, the people who did say they liked Marathon, it was because of the graphics, which isn't even from Bungie. No game has been more dead. In my opinion, this may be wraps for Marathon. No matter what Bungie does or say, the public sentiment is going to be that Bungie plagiarized Marathon's visual identity. One of the few things most people agreed is the best part of Marathon. Masterful move, Bungie. This is how there is going to be a case study. How a company could kill all its reputation and self-sabotage itself. I fully believe that Bungie will not be a company in a couple of years. Come back to this video. We'll have to come back. I do not think Bungie will be a company, or won't be the company that it is now. I believe Sony will shake it up, hopefully, completely, if it's still around. But I do not think Bungie will be around in a couple of years. I think they will be the next axe on the chopping block. Looks like Kerpa Kosk is the agency behind Marathon's branding, visual development, identity. So lucky, Joseph, so lucky to have Kerpa Kosk from close to the beginning of Marathon, visual development, identity, and custom ARG campaigns, and much more. The most annoying Marathon haters are about to be insufferable. This sucks, man. Well, maybe because it's made by a shitty company. The Bungie Marathon art theft scandal is pretty wild, but what's crazier is the DualShockers completely made up article about it, complete with fake quote. They have been since taken down the quote. In saying, I am unemployed. They're completely floored, she wrote. This is my full-time job. I sell these posters online. They're not obscure. A major company has deemed it easier to pay a designer to imitate or trace. Yeah, it's worse. They're unemployed. It's even worse. They didn't steal it from someone who makes money from it. They make no money from it. Going to be interesting, Pirate Software. Interesting to see what Bungie response is. The image on the right is the original art, and the image on the left is the asset Bungie has in Marathon. The fade is only applied to the text, but it's easy to see what it was when side by side. Yeah, it is undeniable. The art was like one of the good things going for Marathon, and half of it's just blatantly stolen. Wow, I mean, the game is just cooked now, huh? Controversial alpha into this shit seems unrecoverable. Here's a clear comparison between the texture extracted from Marathon's game files. Yep. It's not just the textures. It's like the entire look and feel of Marathon was lifted, complete copy textures into Bungie's game. This is fucking bad, dude. Holy. Bungie art theft has a few smoking guns. This is probably the most damning of them all. The lost meme was found in the game's texture, which the artist who worked appears to have been selling posted about a year ago. People are coming through the art. I only wanted to play Marathon for the art, and I'm only a creator for it because of the art. How Bungie responds to this will decide everything for me. Marathon dev team. We immediately investigated a concern regarding unauthorized use of artist decals in Marathon and confirmed that a former Bungie artist included these textures sheet that was ultimately used in-game. Former. Isn't it funny? It's former. This issue was known by our existing art team, and we are still reviewing how this oversight occurred. We take matters like this very seriously. We have reached out to discuss this issue and are committed to do right by the artist. As a matter of policy, we do not use the work of artists without their permission. We've heard that before. Yeah, we've heard that before. To prevent this issue in the future, we are conducting a thorough review of our game assets, specifically those done by former Bungie artists, and implementing stricter checks to document all artist contributions. We value the creative and dedication of all artists who contribute to our games, and we are committed to doing right by them. Thank you for your bringing this to our attention. What I want to know is why you haven't done stricter checks in the first place, considering you've been caught plagiarizing for other artists in the past. Yeah. So, there you go. Fuck you, Bungie. Thanks for the quick update. I think the community expects a decent amount of clarity about how it happened, how the artist is being compensated, and how the villains will be held accountable. They're former, huh? Shouldn't these stricter checks already be in place because this has happened in Destiny at least twice? Oh, it's three times. Great how you're going to do what you said, but it shouldn't have gotten this for, yeah, again, why is it like, oh, whoops, now we're going to do something? Not the first time you did this. Yep, here it is right there. Perfect example. On one hand, it's good that this effort is being put in. On the other hand, it's extremely concerning. Yeah, it's too late. Let's get this straight. It is too late. They fucked up, and now they're going to pay for it. The community, the gaming community, not just Bungie, Destiny. The Destiny community will probably suck their toes and be like, oh, great, Bungie responded. We love you. The gaming community it's fucking over. It's too late. You have shit the bed. You have destroyed your reputation. You have shattered, absolutely crushed your reputation with the gaming world. Pay that artist. Bungie has posted about the stolen artwork and full assets is reviews underway. Now, Marathon, you just need hire to officially bring their designs to your game. I'm glad this is out there. Working is being done with artists. I'm also incredibly frustrated how many times this happened with Bungie in just a few years. Strictly checks should have been in place a long time ago. Do better. Once is an accident, 2 times is suspicious, 3 times is a pattern. This shit, no, it's 4 times. It's 4 times now. This is actually the 4th time. I'm spreading facts and logic. Layoff is enough. Send the Bungie firing squad on them. Really bad that it was the Bungie artist and not outsourcing firm. That is huge. It was a fucking Bungie artist. That you can't even blame it being another source. Big question over hiring team at art leads, even C-suite, how their internal process didn't catch something like this, especially because it isn't the first time. You got to give like a stake in the company. Well, accountability, sure. Apology accepted. This has happened like 3 times. Oh, no, that's not that. But yeah, it keeps happening. This is the first time they actually talked about how they're preventing it, which they better follow through. What is this one? Like the 5th project? To be fair, I was expecting another third-party contract excuse, which I would have accepted. And I also wanted to actually say what they're doing, and they did. Hoping the artist again, I'm not saying apology accepted because it's not you that accepts the fucking apology. It's literally the artist. Who the fuck are you to accept the apology for someone else, you dumb fucks? Before they played stupid, they've done, and they played stupid. They've done it again. We're going to do so unless there's an actual legal ramification from this disgusting behavior from Bungie. They also store from season cutscene. You asked for $1 every time Bungie stole art. You might eventually buy a 12-pack of soda. It's insane that we are here. Bungie, you are a piece of shit company. You are just a piece of shit company. I'm just gonna cut this. We already know it's cooked. Oh, well, I'm not gonna cut. I'm gonna cut that out. Yeah. It is insane. This is happening. And that's it. We got the, it's very rarely that as I record a video in response to something that we get an actual response from the dev team. But it's too late. It is absolutely too late. They have cooked all and every, like, anything goodwill is just down the toilet. It is too late. What about current Marathon employees and art team that literally follow the artists on this app? Your whole team follows the artist that has been developing this art for 10 years. You didn't think to give them any attribution? This isn't an oopsie you can blame on a former employee. Your current employees follow the small artist with a niche art style. Then you just coincidentally happen to launch an entire game. Thank you. Absolutely. There's no excuse. Usually Lucky is on the fence whether he's shitting on Bungie or he's fondling their balls, but this is an appropriate response. Mislead. It's great that you guys are doing this now. It's a shame that things have happened more than a few times in general. Yeah, it's just such a shame. Dude, if I've ever seen a tame response to this bullshit, like you've got this response and you got, guys, I want to still work with you, but can you please do better? Where are they, a former artist starting today before this news broke? Curious how long this went. Y'all take it seriously. That keeps happening constantly. This is like the third time. You know, we gotta do it. It's actually the fourth. I have to do this. I'm a petty asshole, but I'm educating the community. If you ask for $1 every time Bungie stole art, you might actually be able to buy a 12-pack of soda. That's still funny. That's it's insane that we're here. We're at this place. Don't forget about the time someone traced over a Zaku shoulder for the mech art and forgot to brush over the Z. Wait, what? I don't see it. Am I dumb? Oh, it's this symbol. Holy shit. It's actually 5 times? Bro. You can see that. Oh my God. What the fuck? Why? Why would you rip this whole thing? Even if it's not real lives, I still believe it. What? What are you smoking, dude? Send the link to this. Just copy it if you want it. It's literally right there. Don't tell me you're trying to defend this shit. Okay, we're gonna end there. Again, fuck Bungie. They're a shit company. They're ass. They're garbage. And I cannot wait to be at their funeral because I will be doing the L Fortnite dance in honor of them trying to make Destiny into Fortnite. And Marathon, apparently, because they're going to steal assets, we might see Dora the Explorer being stolen and put into the game. I'm Mr. Game Counselor. Hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Fucking Bungie. It's a day. Today is a day, so it definitely is a day where there's drama from Bungie. And people wonder why people don't trust or like or give Bungie extra flack. I wonder why.